And as we begin our journey into the Supreme Witness, I want to introduce you to one of my absolute favorite practices and one of my essential practices that I've been playing with since really about 1983, a long time. And it is about sensing your body, moving beyond the mind and the labels that our mind places on our experience, and moving into the raw experience of sensation. And then centering the body from that place. All right, so here we go. Sensing and centering the body. So we're going to focus on sensation first. And this is one aspect of classic Vipassana or insight meditation or mindfulness. But it is really focusing on the sensations of your body versus your mind's goal to label and interpret and classify and organize those experiences. Moving beyond your mind into raw experience, raw sensation. And the way we do that is focusing primarily on the sensations of touch. There's all of the five senses, but we're going to focus on one, the sensations of touch. And so we really focus on the sensations available through the body itself. And those are pressure, movement, temperature, and then there's pain and pleasure. And we're going to focus on the first three: temperature, pressure, temperature, movement. Okay, so here we go. So take a moment and bring the heels of your hands together and just press. And just sensing the pressure of your hands. And relax. So softer pressure. Sensing the pressure of your feet against the floor. Sense the pressure of your body against your chair. Sense the pressure of fabric against your skin. All variations of pressure. Now, just focusing on the sensations of movement. Sensing your hands moving in space, maybe moving through air. And then coming to rest. Now taking a hand and putting on your belly and putting a hand on your chest. A different kind of sensory movement. Movement points. Belly, chest, with the rising of your breath and the falling of your breath. The sensations of movement. And even with that hand over your chest, can you sense your heart beating? All right, and let's just think about temperature for a moment. And letting the hands come to rest. Can you sense the warmth moving between the palms of your hands? I happen to be sitting in a cool room, so I can sense the heat or warmth in the palms of my hand. But I can sense coolness on my feet and thighs. So just focusing on sensation. And as you develop that practice of, noticing, I'm in my head, I'm thinking. It's like, let me just drop into my body. Let me sense my body. And focusing on pressure, temperature, movement, the fundamental movements of the body. The mind can happen either in the past or the future. The mind is very rarely present in the moment, but your body always happens in the moment. It's impossible for your body to exist in the past or in the future. It is always happening in this precious moment. So when you turn your attention to the sensations of pressure or movement or temperature, you turn your attention to the moment. And for a moment, you are present. So that's why sensation is so important. Now, I'm really taking my time to explain it today, this time. In the future, we'll go through more quickly as you get more skilled in sensing your body. Now, the next thing, sense and center, it's like, what's center? What do I mean by that? So if you take your thumbs and then bring them together and then put them in your belly button and then let your palms fold underneath your thumbs. So about 2 inches underneath your belly button is the second chakra, or in China it's called the Dantian. In Japan and Korea it's called the Hara. This is a energy center, a very powerful energy center. In the martial arts, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, Aikido, Taekwondo, the Hara is the physical center of the body between the bottoms of your feet and the top of your head. It is right in the physical center. It is the energetic center of the body between heaven and earth. And it is the gravitational center of your body. So when you are centered and aligned, all of your movement comes from your center. If you've ever seen any of those wonderful martial arts inspired movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or The Matrix, or any of those kinds of movies, all that fantastic movement that they do all comes from this physical center and the aligning of the physical center with the heart, the head, and heaven and earth. So now let's play with centering in the Hara, centering the body. So just taking a moment, and as we shift to the right, sensing the movement and sensing yourself off center, and then return to center. And then sensing yourself moving to the other side and returning to center, centering side to side. And now leaning forward, return to center, and leaning backwards, return to center. And that's centering front and back. And now, from a seated position, pressing your feet against the floor, tightening the muscles of your feet, your calves, your thighs, your pelvis, your belly, your chest, your arms, your fist, your jaws, your eyes, your scalp. And when you're ready, completely letting it go. You've lifted yourself off center and come back. So that's centering in the Hara, centered in your body, side to side, front to back, up and down. And then we center in the heart and just take a moment, really just pressing the palms. And just sensing the breath in and out in your chest, centering in your heart. And then we move to centering in your head. And I like to just sort of crook my thumbs into the nose and brow point, just sensing the head. And then opening my palms to heaven, just receiving the universal energies of space, heaven and space, and then bringing that through the body and into the earth herself. Just centering in your soul, centering through heaven and earth. So that's what I mean by being centered. Sensing the body, centering the body. And I do this in 60 seconds. You know, as you get skilled at it, it can happen very quickly. It's like, oh, pressure, movement, temperature, centering side to side, front to back, up and down. Okay, I'm present. So welcome to sensation, welcome to sensing your body, and welcome to your center. And for all the extraordinary things that you can experience in this training, this to me is the true foundation. It is the most primal thing that I can teach you. It's the most primal thing that you can take with you from this training. If you get this, this is a paradigm shift in your life, in your consciousness, in the evolution of your soul. Everything else is just gravy. So please sense and center.